The Mwea irrigation scheme sits just under 100 kilometers from Nairobi, like well-tended grass fields spreading farther than the eye can see, covering 25,000 acres of land and accounting for 80% of the rice produced in the country. Pishori Basmati, as it is known, is Mwea's speciality, fetching premium prices on the shelf. Yet, as the years go by, these fields are staring extinction in the face due to frequent water shortages. At the height of the 2016-2017 drought, pretty much all of the country was dry and water was scarce everywhere. And one of the biggest affected industries was the agriculture industry. And this scheme here in particular, the Mwea irrigation scheme, was also hugely affected, with water levels running so dangerously low that production fell by up to 70%. Now, this problem is one of the problems that is expected to be addressed by the Thiba Dam, which, if it is not completed in the next 5 years, then the Mwea rice irrigation scheme might just cease to exist.
Without the dam, this project is like it will not continue for after another 5 years or so.
Thiba Dam is set for construction in Gishugu constituency, Kirinyaga County, at a total cost of 19.5 billion shillings, with the Japanese government providing 13.5 billion shillings. The project has faced a few hitches, including a court case that sought to stop it, but the managers say construction should start in the next few weeks.
The project consists of two components. Package 1 is construction of Thiba Dam. Package 2 is construction of canals.
Once the dam is done, we expect that we are going to have a constant flow of about 8 meters cubic per second. That means that we'll have a deficit of an average of about 2 meters cubic per second.
In the meantime, the scheme has adopted a water-saving plan which floods the rice fields intermittently as opposed to permanently flooding. The farmers say this has cut down water use by 50% and also improved the yields.
We normally use very minimum water. The acres, the shambas go over 10 days without water, and until it is dry, kabisa. Once it is dry, the rice and the rice is in the tiring stage. It is able to have a lot of tiras.
And the technology of water saving rice catcher, it has 5 components. 1, we have hard leveling, we have health seedling, we have rain planting, we have intermittent irrigation, and improved weeding.
During the main crop, I was able to harvest that 1 bags of weighing 100 kgs per 1 acre. For the ratoon crop, this season, I was able to harvest 24 bags weighing over 100 kgs per acre.
Last year, the National Irrigation Board, which is the scheme manager, rang the alarm bells as rivers Nyamindi and Thiba, both of which service the scheme, saw their water levels go so low, drying the Mwea canals. In a normal season, Thiba, which provides 80% of the scheme's water, flows at 6 cubic meters of water per second, but that has now dropped to 2 cubic meters per second.
For us to run this scheme, and that's at peak irrigation water requirement, which is usually at the month of October, we require about 12 meter cubic per second of flow to be able to sufficiently irrigate all the bad fields.
The scheme hopes to expand further to 35,000 acres once the dam is completed, thereby growing production from the current 60,000 metric tons to 120,000. This yield improvement is what the Kenya Agricultural Livestock Research Organization is working on through molecular breeding, with support from the Japan International Cooperation Agency.
But even as we improve the yield, we need to be able to maintain some of the good qualities like the aroma. If you're using molecular breeding, especially the method of marker-assisted selection, it reduces the breeding time from 12 years, which is the conventional breeding time, to approximately 5 or 6 years.
Currently, Kenya produces a total of 150,000 metric tons of rice annually, against the consumption of slightly over 500,000 tons. Zeynab Wandati, NTV, for Food Friday.